Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Arham QULUB. You can call me Arham, and I'm from class A24. This time, I'm going to present about the listening process, especially for a bottom-up and top-down processing. But before we talking about the listening process and listening strategies about bottom-up and top-down processing, let's first understand how sound actually enters the ear. Okay, the first one, how sound enters the ear. So this slide will answer the question. The first one, sound travels in waves through the air, and then when those waves reach the air, they enter the other ear and move through the ear canal. The eardrum then vibrates, and these vibrations are amplified by the small bones in the middle ear. And after that, the vibration reaches the cochlea in the inner ear. Inside the cochlea, the vibration is transferred into electrical signals. These signals are sent to the brain, and the brain interprets them as a meaningful sound. So basically, hearing is not just about the ear; it's a collaboration between the ear and the brain. Okay, okay, okay. After understanding about how sounds enter the ears, now let's move to the bottom-up processing. Okay, this is the definition on the yellow slide. Uh, This happens when bottom-up processing happens when understanding begins from a small details. For example, when someone listens very carefully to each word and pay attention to pronunciation or tries to catch specific vocabulary, the meaning is built step by step from the actual sound that are heard. So this strategy is usually used when the material is new, difficult, or very important, and it requires focus and attention to detail. On the other hand, top-down processing works differently. In this strategy or in this process, understanding begins from a background knowledge and experience. The brain predicts meanings based on context and situation or prior knowledge. Instead of focusing on every single word, the listener focus on on the overall side, and this makes comprehension faster because the brain fills in the gaps using what it already knows. Okay, after understanding all about bottom up and top down processing, now I will give you an example and cases. This is the example. In the first case, um, replay. The situation is replay a YouTube video, and this is top down processing. Why? Because in this first case, a YouTube video is replayed after watching it once. Since the general ideas is already known, the brain uses previous understanding to interpret the message more clearly. The second viewing helps confirm prediction and strengthen comprehension. The focus is not only on words but on reinforcing overall meaning. So that is why this situation is considered top-down processing. Okay, let's move to another example and cases. The situation is listening to exam instruction, and this is bottom-up processing. In contrast with top-down processing, this is when listening to exam instruction, every details becomes important. The information such as the limits, the rules, and the specific direction must be understood clearly. So in this situation, guessing is not enough. Careful attention to each word is unnecessary because meaning is built from detailed information, and this is an example of bottom-up processing. Okay, I will give you more about the bottom-up processing. This is the another example and cases. The situation is watching a movie trailer for the first time. So why this is considered as a bottom-up process? Because we watch it for the first time, and the story is predicted from visual, so it's not from the prior knowledge. Okay, the knowledge of the movie genres helps us interpret what we understand, and the theme is inferred from the music and the scene. The melody is understood without watching catching afterwards, and then the experience and context guide the comprehension. So this is why we name it bottom up processing. So I think that's all. After I explain about the first one, how sounds enter the ears, and then I explain about the bottom up processing and top down processing, especially for the definition. And it is completed by three um, example and cases. So hopefully, after you watch my videos, you will be understand about the listening processes and how sounds into the ears. I think that's all. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and see you later.